You've probably already heard of this so-called ultra-rare weapon in Demon Souls. It's supposed to be some big deal. This weapon has some snooty Frenchy name. They call it the Istarelle. I think it's from the Spanish word Estrella, which means star. The blurb there says it was made from a relic of God. And that's with a capital G, folks. So this, I think it's gotten to be the shit, right? Also, the game awards you a trophy just for getting your hands on it, like you're special or something. But I lust after shiny things, too, and I want that damn trophy. And since all I do all day is play video games as I wait for my next social security check, I'm going to show you youngsters the slow, safe, some might even say cowardly, way of getting this sword and that shiny trophy with minimal risk. The scaredy cat way, because when you're old and set in your ways like I am, you don't take foolish, risky business chances. Especially in this slimy, nasty, feces-infested hellhole of a level. I bet this place would really stink if we could smell it. I hate being in this cesspool of snot. Things I do for my fans. And that, anyway, this ladder behind me only appears during, you know, that silly, pure white world tendency, mumbo-jumbo. I don't understand any of that shit either. But here's the ladder that leads to the goods. I'll show you how I got here on my way back. And I will make it back because I'm a scaredy cat cautious fellow. It's how I roll, man. Yeah, I know it's embarrassing, but you see, old folks like me, we simply can't be embarrassed. Some of us, not me, of course, wear diapers, man. Diapers for crying out loud. So let's get to it before I forget what the hell I was doing here in the first place. Now, I've already had to kill quite a number of ferocious enemies just to get here. And typically, there will be two crazed little fellows up there ready to stab the shit out of you as soon as you get there. But they came down a bit earlier while I was killing their buddies back there, and I had to give them the business too. So be careful on your way up. The entire path here is treacherous. Yeah, you can hardly see where you're going. And if you die, well, you know what that means. Anyway, carefully look around like a frightened country mouse. You'll be ambushed by 4 maniacal dwarfs, or whatever the hell those things are called. Careful. Shield up. Don't go rushing in like a teenager. Stay focused. Don't look at your cell phone. Jeez, I hate the grunting sounds these demons make. Just awful. Blows my buzz. Die, you miserable freaking pricks. God, I hate this place. You know, teenagers, always just rushing in, zonked out on spray paint, or whatever it is they're huffing nowadays. Jeez. Anyway. Alright. Now we gotta cross this rope bridge here, and yep. There's a big one of those club-wielding lunatic doofuses waiting in the shadows, like a vampire. And as soon as he spots us, we're going to start running like a little girl. Yeah, run you little sissy. And careful not to fall off the ledge here. I wouldn't recommend looking back. Nope, too risky. Just run like a rabbit. That's it. See? Now this doofus is trapped there, and we can just snipe away with our flame arrows like the scaredy cat little pussy cats we've always been. Oh yeah, you'll want to bring a lot of arrows. That's right, dumbass. Burn. I kind of like that stomping sound he's making. It's hypnotic, really. Or maybe that's just the weed kicking in. Anywho, you have to adjust your aim to get him behind the planks. I'm kneecapping him here. It's hard to see, and you know, that's just par for the course in this depressing hellhole. That's it. Slowly die. Crispy toasty. And I barely broke a sweat. Alright, now let's go back and lure those other big dopes to their fiery end. I know this may seem tedious to all you youngsters watching, but you see, I've survived long enough to collect Social Security mostly by running away. Yep, that's my secret. Running away from crazy women, debt collectors, conflict of any kind, get in people's faces. Oh no, not me. I just run away like a chicken or a hamster or some other smart critter. You see, evolution rewards things that can get the hell away from danger or the tax man or some loan shark. And this place is full of danger at almost every turn. I'm going to sneak around, evaluate, review my escape plan. Because the golden rule, if you remember from your Sunday school days, the golden rule is do unto others, then split. Well, I confess, I read that on a bumper sticker years ago. I never went to Sunday school. But yeah, run, run, run. Run, run away. There was a song like that back in the day. Okay, so there they are, guarding our little spear treasure thing we want. Waiting, waiting. All right, now you see, I'm being foolish here, thinking I can take this brute on mano a mano. Taking needless macho risks like that at my age, for heaven's sake. Okay, now run like hell. Run, 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 run. And again, what you must resist the urge to look back. Trust me, he's coming to club your brains out like some deranged, I don't know, some deranged homeless person. That's it. Run back to your safe little perch. And get yourself jacked up on some of that primo grass. Time to get to work on setting that thing on fire. It must be awful to be set on fire with arrows, I guess. But I know it's just innocent video game violence is all. Nothing to get all worked up over. You see, running away is a survival tactic. Yeah. Things tend to live longer if they can run away really, really fast, like I'm doing right now, running for my life. Okay, just 2 more to go, and I can get my Istarelle thing. All right, now you might have noticed that even though I know there's nothing ahead of me, I'm still proceeding with almost cartoonish-like caution. You see, that's a superpower. Never let your guard down. I mean, just when you think everything's a-okay, you know, a helicopter falls on your head out of the blue, or your ex-wife runs off with your second ex-wife, or some messed up shit like that. But you see, if you were smart, you'd have run away the moment you met your first wife. Just as fast as I'm running away from these sick, filthy monsters. I'm going to try and give you a closer look at these hideous things. Look at that long, wagging tongue. God, they make me sick. All right, here he comes. You have to run from crazy folks, kids, and most folks are freaking crazy. Now, I'm almost out of arrows, but I've got some flame magic shit as a backup. Scaredy cat gamers always have a backup, or some cheese, or backstab, or cheap trick up our sleeves. Always have a trick up your sleeve as you're running for your life, as I'm doing again. I'm just terrified of falling off these stairs, especially now, since I'm so close to my goal. This game tends to, you know, sense when you're panicking and make you do dumb shit, like marrying twice, like I did. What a fool. I should have just run away. But, you know, you do stupid things when you're young and horny. Okay. And now he's walking back to his set point. So now I got to take some risks and aggro him again. I don't like aggroing monsters that can hurt me, but I need this fool to stick to my routine. Okay, there you go. Just 1 more to go, and I can breathe a little easier. This is my first attempt on this foolish mission. I wasn't even sure I wanted to come back down here. But you know, what the heck? I feel some kind of moral obligation to preach the virtues of running away. It gets a bad rap, you know. Yellow bellies, they call us. Yeah, whatever. Call me a coward all you want. It takes guts. It takes guts to be a coward. That's what I tell myself. And I tell myself all sorts of nonsense. Okay, now. Now I have to be very, very careful here not to mess this up. It would be so embarrassing. If I were to die right about now, I think I'm going to run out of arrows, just as I feared. But let's see how this last bozo reacts. Should I aim for the head? No, too risky. Aim for the center mass. Dang, I'm definitely going to run out of arrows. Hopefully, he's just as stupid as the others and runs into my glitchy trap. Here goes. Run, 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 run. I don't have time to think about what happened to that body lying there by the bridge I just ran past. I'm sure he met some dreadful fate at the hands of these filthy brutes. Not me, though. No, sir. You got to catch me first. And I tend to run really fast when someone's trying to smash my skull in with a club. I really dig that stomping sound. I could easily see myself falling to my doom right about now. but it looks like he's taken the bait for now. And see, disaster. I knew it. Out of arrows. I have like 300 in storage, but now I'm out. Okay, time to think out of the box here. This game is just messing with you, man. I'm going to get all Harry Potter up in his ass with the magic stuff. I tell you, magic is ideal for ranged fighting. I like to be as far away as possible from the brutal hand-to-hand stuff. All that stabbing and slashing, it's just not my style, man. And now he's walking back to his set point. But because I'm a crafty and cowardly gamer, that's going to work to my advantage. I'm just going to quietly sneak up behind him while he's on the bridge. And then I'm going to roast him for dinner. Man, that was pretty close. Don't get greedy, friends. Now this is the point in the game when disaster is just one wrong move away. But yay, there it is. Last enemy down, successfully suckered by my cowardly strategy of retreat. Now let's carefully get back before something terrible happens. I wonder if that ball of fire is like napalm or something. It's got to be some toxic chemical reacting with the air. I don't know, man. I bet in the future we're going to be able to shoot fireballs out of our eyes. Okay, enough of that. There it is. That shiny spear thing. I can't even remember what the heck it's called. Just sticking out of a pile of stinky monster turds. Well, let's have a look-see. I can't believe I took such a needless risk for a fake trophy I can't even hoist in the air. But that's just me, helping out my fellow gamers out there, teaching them the zen of winning by skillfully running away. Yeah, I know it sounds silly, but I'm dead serious, folks. There isn't a single problem you can't overcome by simply just running away. Well, I suppose you can't really just, run away from prison. But you know what I mean. You can certainly run away from people, especially fat, out-of-shape people. They can't run very fast. I have no idea what is powering that glowing orb. Some kind of quantum energy field. All right, let me get myself in a good position here to capture this great moment. And, okay, here goes. Oh, wow. Wow. That felt really, really good, man. You'll feel it, too, if you ever make it up here. And there it is. The official screen capture. Evidence of my latest conquests. So, darn satisfying. I love how the PS5 knows to capture these moments. We're all suckers for booby prizes and trinkets like this. Alrighty then, let's read up on this thing. Okay. I see. I'm not impressed. I suppose that plague and poison resistance is pretty decent. But, honestly, I think this weapon is just crap, man. I risked it all for crapola. As you can see, my other spear is way, way better than this Istarelle stick. Or Istarelle. Or Istarelle, or however the hell they pronounce it. Nobody in the game says this word, so I suppose I can butcher it any darn way I please. Oh, well, okay, now I'm going to show you how I got to that ladder that leads up to this freak show at the start. And now that I'm not, running for my life like a little cowardly pussy, I can take a closer look around this dump. Just look at this mess. There seems to be some hole up there that lets in a few feeble rays of light. But this place could sure use a woman's touch. But hey, who are we kidding? Ain't a woman alive who would come anywhere near this shithole. Well, actually, I suppose there's some skanky women out there who wouldn't mind the stench and squalor. There's all kinds of folks out there. That's what I've learned in my 64 years of running away from danger. Man, these walkways. Terrible craftsmanship. These monsters are awful construction workers. These planks are real OSHA hazards. Yeah, where's the government when you need them, right? Okay, so here's the ladder that only appears when this world is in pure white tendency. Man, that sounds so racist. Or it could be a cool name for a rock band. Rock on, man. Anyway, when I get to the bottom, I will be heading in the direction of the boss fight. Now, you can reach this ladder either on the way to the boss or on the way back after beating the boss. What's his name? Leech Monster. No, it was the Leechmonger. Yeah, the Leechmonger. I have no idea what this thing is or how it got there or any of that. It sort of looks like a mop. No, seriously, it's like a slimy, wet mop boss. You can stand on this platform up here and just cheese the shit out of him, or it, rather. Now, keep in mind, I've already killed the various goons and enemies that were crawling along this route, ready to rip you a new asshole. And there are a few of those big, blood-poison termite things. So this may appear like a walk in the park, but no. Oh, heavens no. But all along this path, we must adhere to the cowardly, scaredy-cat tactic of running away, then coming back to stab them in the back in true punk-ass fashion. You know the game gives you extra credit for sneaky backstabs. So there you go. I salute all you sniveling cowards and cheese masters out there for your heroically brave and super safe gameplay. Just remember this old man's motto. It's okay to run away. I thank you for your patience. Appreciate the push down there. And I'll leave you all to gaze in awe at this rare, crappy wooden piece of junk